I've been experiencing a lot of Kriyas lately. Once I recognized it and started letting them happen, they became a lot more intense and often. I'm curious if you have an opinion on if I should just keep going or if I need to take a different direction or something else. Yeah, this is a great question, Alice. So generally speaking, the way I like to invite people to relate with the experience of Kriyas, spontaneous movements, shaking, vibrating, arms flailing, the impulse to go into various stretches, yoga poses, to dance, these types of things, is to just allow it to happen. Just like how we began our meeting today with the meditation, just to allow and observe. Just allow and observe. Allow and observe. And when we go into that state, it can often amp up the frequency, the intensity of these various spontaneous phenomena because in a state of allowing and observing, we're not in a state of course, avoidance, suppression, repression, these types of things. So it just starts to come out, it starts to happen. And this is overall good. It's a process unfolding efficiently. But with that said, you don't have to be in a constant state of allowing and observing or in a constant state of letting all the spontaneous phenomena flow 24/7, 365. That may be unrealistic. It's a lot for your system. This can be very tiring. It can also interfere with, whatever worldly things you have to do, right? And so overarchingly, yeah, allow and observe. But we can get a little bit more nuanced about that by saying, okay, we can create a container, meaning some structure. We can look at it as the masculine structure of time, space, where we allow then the feminine expression of spontaneous movements, spontaneous phenomena to unfold. So, what I recommend to everybody, if it feels right for you, is at least an hour a day. You go into your masculine container. So, that can be your room, for example. For me, it would be my bed. I go into my bed 1 hour and I just set the intention to let it all flow. I relate a lot directly with the Divine Mother. That's how I relate with this force, this process. So I say, Divine Mother, have your way with me. I'm here. I'm open. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to judge, label, resist. If I do resist, well, I'll deal with it. But I'm just going to give you this hour to unfold whatever you'd like to unfold in me. Sometimes, like I was describing, we go into that state. We're not repressing. We're not avoiding. So lots of stuff comes up. At other times, it's just quiet, and you have to just accept that too. Stillness is part of the process as well. So after that hour, you've made that arrangement. That's your container. After the hour, okay, you can say, okay, the hour is done. Then you kind of go into a conscious suppression, a conscious putting it all aside and get out in the world and do what you have to do, whether that's work or cooking, cleaning, whatever stuff you have to do in the world. If you can afford more time, great. If it's too much, it's too intense, then you can, of course, take a break, even if that means you don't have to go and, go to work, but you can take a break and just like watch TV. That's okay too. The idea is that we're relating it with it in a conscious way, meaning you say, okay, it's been an hour. This is a lot. I'm going to take a break consciously. I'm going to go just watch Netflix, but I know that I'm going to get back to it at some point, maybe tomorrow, maybe later that day, but I'm going to get back to this work. Whereas sometimes people don't have that intention of a conscious suppression. Their idea is, I don't know what's happening. I need to stop this. And I'm never going to actually get around to it. I'm never going to let this get a chance to unfold. I'm just going to try and stop it as best as I can because that's what I think I have to do, or I'm scared, or I don't know what's happening. Whereas there's a conscious suppression where we say, okay, that's enough for now. I'll get back to it later. So that's okay. That's okay. I think this force, this process is very compassionate, understanding, gentle, patient, and it wants to work with us as, we're meant to cooperate with the process. So you can find a way to find a balance between like this idea of the masculine structure, time, place, and then the feminine of just free-flowing dynamic expression. The more often you can go into that state, great, but don't expect that you have to at all times. Eventually, it seems that this stuff that comes up, the spontaneous phenomena, it serves a purpose. Once that purpose has been served, it no longer needs to keep arising so intensely. So you can keep that in mind as well. It won't be like this for the rest of your life with this same degree of intensity and frequency. Eventually, it starts to calm down. Maybe never completely calming down forever and ever, but generally speaking, if you're in a period right now where lots of intensity is happening, write it out, go through it. And on the other side of this, maybe in a bit of time, months, maybe a year, who knows, things will get a lot quieter and you can look back and see the benefits from having allowed all of this to flow. So I hope that can be helpful for you.